Happy Tuesday and welcome back to an episode of Unscripted with Champagne Devoe, aka Lulu. I'm actually here today without my co-host, but I wanted to come on and actually talk about the last couple of weeks and the mind-blowing exposure that has happened for me in such a good, positive way that it's so hard to even put it into words exactly where to start or how everything happened. But as far as I can go back, I would say the beginning of April is when it all started. So it's been over a month and a half, but it's been probably the best month and a half I've had in a long time. And it started with an event in April where I had the greatest pleasure of actually being a part of Michael Blanco's book signing, which was his first ever book signing in Coconut Grove for his book, My Mother the Godmother. And I met him and his wife, Marie, who were, if I could say the best people I've ever met is such an understating thing to say because they're so warm, so welcoming. We spoke about a lot. We even closed out the place. It was just an amazing event. And I was able to connect with a lot of the people and I was able to kind of navigate exactly what it is that I wanted to get. Because every time I attend an event, I always have something that I want to talk about or something that I want to at least accomplish when I'm there, whether that's make contact with somebody, something. And that's exactly what I did at the event and push forward. You know, everybody sees the pictures on my social media. And then I want to give a shout out to Kaylani, who does the Big Boss Brunch that started, I believe it started in Connecticut. I don't want her to think otherwise, but I believe it started in Connecticut. And she made such a big event out here in Florida. And again, another event that I had the pleasure of having, well, I didn't have her there. She was a speaker there, but Marie was there. And it was just another event of such empowerment, women just empowering each other, trying to guide each other, businesses beyond belief. It made me realize that beyond me going back into my podcast and going back into modeling, which is a whole nother story, just revamping my career and taking it in such a more positive way it was such an empowering event that's exactly what I took from it. To really, honestly, to the point that I don't even know how else to describe it. I was so proud of every business there. It even made me realize that we have this platform for a reason. And I think it's important, especially at that event. And now, if any of them hear this, I want them to reach out because I would love to have them on, because the way that they spoke and the way that they actually have this expression and this unbelievable amount of love for what they do, whatever, down to, I've met people there that, I mean, I can't even tell you the amount of people that I met from different adventures of life, and the entrepreneurship that was discovered in that short period of time was just something that really truly is indescribable. And it also got me to the point that I said to Maria, I said, you have to come on and we have to, speak about so much. We have to talk about, and that's a whole nother, I don't even want to, my lips are sealed. I don't want to say any more than that. Just expect an episode soon, because it's amazing the dynamic and the friendships and the bonds that can be created just from being yourself. And I think that's one of the topics that I think I want to kind of dive into with her, because in today's day and age, it's like everybody kind of, in my opinion, I feel like gets a little discouraged or a comment is seen. And I'm like, listen, it took me to get to my age now to realize how important it is to love yourself, how important it is to guide yourself, not to lose sight of what your dreams are, and to be present in the moment, and to not take anything for granted, regardless of the opportunity, regardless of the time that you spend with whomever or whatever it is that you're doing. You should be able to have that and take it with you and live life with no regret. And those events that just passed for me recently even gave me this incredible strength. I just had a photo shoot not even 3 days ago. And prior to that photo shoot, it had been about 5 or 6 years since I had even done any kind of professional photography or anything like that. And when I got in, I was like, oh, you got this. I was like, I want this to be like next top model. I want it to take pieces of me that I don't know about. I want you to see the most natural, the most gala, the most vulnerable, the most fun. And I mean, I hope that I'm blessed enough to go and have 1,500 more photo shoots, but this one I will never ever forget, because it was something that really broke me out of my element. It really made me kind of just express everything I wanted to. I normally, I think there's a fear that we have when we're younger as opposed to as we get older. And that fear for me just went right out the window. I was like, tell me where to turn. Tell me what to do. Tell me the movement. I know how to smile. I know how to give the aesthetic. And it's something I'm so proud of. And I can't wait till the beginning of next month, because I have the photos. I'm just doing my little teasers. But when these photos are shown, it's probably the best body of work right now that I'm proud of. And, you know, I had to get on and I had to share some of this, because to me, it's so important in life that we follow our dream, whatever that might be. Sometimes we slow down, sometimes life catches up, but we can't give up on it, because it's opportunities like this that lead you to greatness, that leads you to happiness, you know, for yourself. Now, if you don't wish that at all, listen, there are people who have 9 to 5s and are happy, and that's great too. But for me to be able to continue to do my makeup for celebrities, and to continue to have this platform to speak about whatever I want, to model, I mean, I didn't even think it was possible for me to even do that. And to sit in a room full of other people that's their dream, and they're telling you, oh no, you have what it takes. You know, you have to go out there and you got to put your best foot forward, you know, babe. And I was like, well, I guess we're going to dive in. And so to be able to do that is something else. The more I challenge myself, the more doors I feel are opening. I feel if you're closed off, you just leave no room for growth for yourself. You leave no room for difference or change. And I find now, as I reflect, that it's more effective to follow, you know, the dream and to follow your heart than it is to go through life thinking, well, what if I didn't do this? Or what if I didn't do that? You know, I finally got to that point that I was like, well, you know what? It's not what it was. And contrary to belief, I'm not even old. It's just that, you know, I think back to the 90s and I'm like, even when an artist says something like, you can't be an actor and you can't get into, I don't know, you can't be an artist. And I was like, yeah, but you guys kind of are. Even if you went on TV, listen, you still went on and you acted, you still went on and you did movies, you still went and you broke the wall and created this new universal way for us all to break into whatever it is that we love, whatever it is that we do. And for me, it made me realize at even the brunch, all the people that were like, you have this amazing personality and you motivate people to the best of their ability. And I'm like, I genuinely want people to win. Like, just because I have my own dreams and my own aspiration doesn't mean I don't want someone else to go to their full potential. I win if you win. You know, now if I see that you're grimy and you're just out there trying to fuck shit up even for myself, then I'm like, you know what? Kudos, peace to you, and see you on the outside looking in. And some people might see that as foul, but it's like, no, it's like, listen, people who wish well and to others and to themselves, usually a lot comes to them. You know, a positive life is a good life. And the more you dwell on the things that you didn't achieve, the more you hold yourself back from the things that you can achieve. Not to mention that it's possible that maybe then you couldn't do it, but now you can. So it's so important for me even now to be that speaker for someone, to motivate the people that I need to. My story alone, that pieces of my life that I haven't shared, I feel like it's important now for me to do that. It's important for me to motivate, even if it's just one person. And I know that that's not true. The amount of people that I have sat with and I have been fortunate enough to sit across from have graced me with such advice, have given me such amazing compliments, and have put me to the point where I was like, I have to do this. I have to, regardless of whatever goes on in the world, you have to keep the motivation. And I had to come on and do this real quick and even thank every single person from each event that I've met, that I've gone to become friends with. People who I've just met there, that just motivational speaking was just a great thing to feel in the room, because it made everybody in the room like just so happy, just so hyper focused. The engagement was great, and I think that that's important too. It's important for me also that I love engaging with anyone I meet. Like, we don't have to have the most intellectual conversation, but if it's two makeup artists just discussing makeup, listen, we just exchange thoughts with each other. Maybe I learned something from you, and maybe you learned something from me. And it made me want to level up even now. Like I said before, I want to, hopefully, I'll reach out to some of these amazing companies that I met at this event. I would love to have them speak on here, because there's so many people that build off of everything on social media. Like, I mean, I tell people all the time, I've done everything in the book, and I've even sat across people that have done paid things, just to get an engagement. I'm like, no, listen, I sit at home sometimes 4 hours on a computer or on my phone, and sometimes I want to chuck myself, but I don't, because I'm like, okay, but the 20,000 in engagement is something that I did without paying for it. I did it from my own heart, with my own time, my own edit. No one sat in front of me and said, oh my God, you know what, I can do this for you, charge me $500. Like, no. Listen, when you really want something in life, even if you don't have $1 million, you can work with it. You can still take lemons and make lemonade. You can still take something very small and turn it into something so lucrative for yourself. And I wanted to come on again and just say thank you to every single individual. And I can't wait for the next couple of episodes, because I have so many things I'm going to talk about. And, I also wanted to say I'm sorry that my co-host is not here. It's just that we've both been having such a busy schedule, and I just felt like, listen, you guys have been waiting so long for an episode, and I'm so happy that I'm able to come on and at least take some time and discuss a lot. And I even want people to reach out too, and please DM me on my Instagram. I know I have 3, but my personal one is the one I always answer. And I want to engage with people. I want them to ask me questions about how the makeup game started for me, and even down to kind of how I got into this whole world and everything I got going on. And really, more than that, I just want to connect with different individuals. I have so many people in my DMs that offer, they're like, oh, I want you to come in and I want to do your lashes. Oh, I have this brand and I want you to wear these clothes. And I'm like, listen, you should also go on a podcast and talk about how you got there, what you're doing. Because people want to know that too, especially if you're really, really someone who wants that for the rest of your life. Now, if you're somebody that's just trying to sell a pair of jeans to get through that, hey, that's cool too. But, the last almost 2 months has made me realize there are people who have such drive and ambition to do the things that make them happy. And I was like, so do I. And I want to engage in that. I want to promote that. And if not myself, others. And, I think that's also just part of me being selfless. That's part of who I am. I've never been one, I wear my heart on my sleeves and I'm humble. Don't get me wrong. there's that part of me that I'm like, if you press my button, I will for not only show you the door, I know what I'm, how to demo with words, but it's not somebody I want to be ever. I'm like, no one should ever put you in an element where you're like, and you lose all chaos or get angry, because it's just not worth it. But to see the success of the people around me and the people that I choose to surround myself with is how I'm able to embark on everything that I have so far, and have so much more in store. I can't wait. Actually, next week we're gonna have another episode coming up. I'm not gonna give away 100 million ideas because you'll just have to wait and see. So, but I just wanted to come on last minute and say thank you so much, and I appreciate even those that have been listening and just giving me ideas and telling me. It just feels good to even be told that you're built for this. This is something that you should have been doing a long time. And I'm like, I'm just getting started, honey. I may have taken a pause and maybe I needed a minute to digest it. Because even when I first started it, I didn't expect the outcome that I received. And now it's like, wait until all the guests I'm gonna have, wait until the conversations I'm gonna have, wait until the things I'm gonna put out into the universe. And I know that it's something that I'm gonna, and not because I'm not already proud of it, but I know I'm gonna continue to be proud of it, because it's a wall that I'm breaking. And this is something I felt from everyone, even the conversations I had. There were so many panelists that were at this event, and even shout out to the Blanco family, because even with them, the words of wisdom that was given to me, the openness and the easiness sometimes that you can create with people without anything coming across any other way. I should say how organic it is, rather. And really anybody that I just met recently, anyone, there's so many names, even down to a lot of times people go on my Instagram and they ask me about the celebrities I've done, and I tell them, one of the greatest treasures, if you go back to my first podcast, I spoke about, meeting Jennifer Lopez. I mean, yeah, I love her to death. But, I'm like, when I wanted to do makeup, I had the greatest privilege of doing Teresa Giudice first. And I was so, forget about thrilled. I was so happy because I was like, at the time, I think it was season 8 she was on. And, I actually had done some work with her. I did work with Danielle Staub. I did work with, oh boy, I have to go through a list. I mean, Dolores Catania, who I love to death, is one of the nicest and most warmest. But back to the beginning, Teresa Giudice was the first person that ever allowed me to touch her face. And I remember her being the most kindest and warmest, and she made me laugh. We were at a friend of ours. She had an actual hair salon, and it was close to Paramus. I don't remember where specifically. Oh, I even know Jennifer Aiden. And just being able to sit with Teresa, we laughed, and she was like, I'm just going to, I think it was Audriana's event or somebody's event, and she needed makeup. And I remember just doing it lightly. She said, yeah, babe, do whatever you need. And in the end, I was down to her eyes, and I said, do you like eyeliner? And she goes, yeah, I like brown. And I didn't have it. And I remember running. I was like, just give me 10 minutes. And I ran to go get it, came back, fixed her up. We took photos, and she was the most humble person in the world. And the exposure from it too was just great, so those are memories that I'm forever grateful for. And when I go back home to New York and I see them at certain events, I'm still acknowledged, and it's a great feeling to have. And even on that topic, I tell people I've never really dished on all that, but I see, like, with the new season of RHOJ and a lot of the mob wife aesthetic and all that stuff, and I see all these people and they're like, how do you know them, and da-da-da. And I really didn't say much before because I really didn't know how to navigate and drive everything, but now I'm like, You know the tea that I have on all of this? And in the next couple of weeks, I am watching the new seasons, and I usually do, even though I sometimes get the tea before it even gets there. I'm not going to say how because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But, sometimes that can happen. And there have been housewives that I've worked with, and they've given me tea that I have sat with myself and gone, wow. I could have been somebody that went and said, you know what, cut me a check and I'll do that. But I was like, I am so not that person. But after like so many years, I'm like, you know what? I think it's good to kind of share the tea sometimes, get people's input and their thought, because I also have my own opinion and thoughts. And there's one past housewife that was on Jersey that I have a bunch of juicy stories on. Then in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to discuss myself. And, it made me realize that I'm just so excited for you guys to hear the rest of everything that I have in store. And I want you guys to know everything. Like, just because I'm in a place where I feel like it needs to be said, it needs to be talked about. And like I said, most of it is positive, in my opinion. I think some, because you always have some fans that'll take it as whatever way they want to. I don't really care. But I think it's important for me to share, and I can't wait to do that. So I just wanted to come on and say thank you all for tuning in and liking everything and supporting. As always, it means the world to me. And even if you see me and you tell me, it means the world to me. And I hope you all tune in next week because I have another one dropping. Thank you so much. Happy Tuesday. And don't forget to spread love whenever you can. Bye.